Let's bring in Market Rebellion co-founder Jon Najarian, who's watching defense stock. Boy, they are on a tear. You've got session highs, certainly all-time highs for Huntington Ingalls, the big Navy shipmaker.
Absolutely. For autonomous vehicles that can launch themselves and then be recaptured by the ship as well. So anything that keeps our very brave men and women in uniform out of harm's way, Liz, is something I'm a huge supporter of. I'm sure you are too.
Of course.
Drones and underwater drones like HII is talking about right here, that they just tested it up in Massachusetts just in the last little bit here. I think that's fantastic. And I've got a whole bunch of those stocks that I think people should be focused on right now.
When the president comes out and says, help is on its way, that's exactly what he said earlier. Speaking directly to the Iranian people, he has canceled all his meetings with Iran's regime. He mentioned that as well. You start to see these names pop up to not just session highs, but all-time highs.
Yep.
Lockheed Martin.
Right, and the Department of War putting in that money into LHX, into L3 Harris. I mean, there's a big reason that all this is happening right now. And I am very supportive of the people in Iran right now, as much as I can be as a private citizen, Liz, because I see hundreds of thousands of people, and for the longest time, they weren't covering it in the mass media, and now they are.
They are being murdered by that regime. The regime has said we're going to start hanging, doing public executions.
I think this is a matter of numbers, as always. Numbers of people. If they rise up as one, which they are trying to do right now, and that's why the regime is putting them down, I think they have a real chance to overthrow this regime.
But for the moment, it's destabilizing the markets. I mean, the Dow's now down 422, S&P, NASDAQ in the red, Russell still clinging to a little bit of the green here. These are often short-term drops, are they not? So would you say this is a buying opportunity?
I would, and I wouldn't say it's going to be defense stocks forever, but all the tech, Liz, that feeds into this. You know, the Palantirs, the ONDS, any of these companies are the ones we want to focus on.
In fact, Advanced Micro Devices, AMD and Intel, both of them are very close to the top. They're like number 2 and 3 at the top of the S&P 500. They both got upgrades. This is a couple of names here where you look and say, wow, I mean, AMD up 7% at the moment.
Right. And, you know, I saw a Global Foundry, another semi maker, GFS, moving very strongly today. I think you're going to see all the pieces that go into any bit of military hardware running to the upside. And again, the issue is, I think Iran is being very, well, obviously brutal and totalitarian, as they usually are. But the president not sitting back and saying, yeah, I'm just going to watch you slaughter your people. He's not going to do that. I think there's going to be some intervention here.
Well, that's what the market kind of is showing, a little bit of insecurity, jitteriness here, folks. Another new session low here for the Dow, down 433. Again, it's the financials showing the weakness there. Jon, good to see you. Thank you very much.